Hey beautiful people, what is up? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another first impressions video, and today I'm going to be talking about the brand new Nomad Cosmetics Polar Express palette. Now this palette is already out, it's available on the market, but I'm going to give you guys all of the details. Anyway, I'm going to do two looks so you can see what it looks like on my skin tone, and then I'll come back at the end and give you guys just sort of my first impressions thoughts. So per usual, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and let's just dive into product details. So we have the Polar Express palette. I don't know what I did with the case. I also don't know what I did with the postcard. So I think I threw it away. I think I didn't look in the sleeve that this came in well enough. So I'm pretty sure I threw it away, which makes me mad because I think it was a ticket, like, you know, to get onto the Polar Express. Anyways, so you do have a couple of product details on the back of the box here. Like the fact that this has a 12-month shelf life. It was made in China. It is cruelty-free and vegan. And then off of the website, so I can get the rest of the product details, this palette has 8 mattes, 6 shimmers, and 1 multi-chrome. And you guys already know that when it comes to eyeshadow palettes, Nomad Cosmetics always donates a portion of the proceeds from each palette to sort of to an organization that's based in the location that they're talking about. So this will go to the WWF Global Arctic Program. And lastly, this retails for $44. So if you use, and there are affiliate codes available, mine is just Jamila. If you use the code Jamila, it will save you 10% off of that purchase. All right, so now that you've heard a little bit of product details, and I hope seen some swatches of what it looks like on my skin tone in sort of natural lighting, let's go ahead and dive into the demos. Okay, we're gonna get started with hot cocoa. We're gonna put that into the crease. Ooh, tap my brush a little bit. And today I'm going for a very simple, neutral look. And if the energy is low, just being fully transparent, today is the day after the US elections, and by the time you see this, we all know that what the outcome of that is. So I think myself and the rest of the world, particularly like all black women in general, are just we're just feeling a lot, which is part of why I'm even putting on makeup today, is that I refuse to let this steal my joy, steal like anything else from me. So I am doing this so that I can feel some sense of control over my emotions and hopefully make me feel better. So that's what we're attempting to do, but because it's, you know, it is what it is, this ain't gonna be, this will not be any kind of complicated look. It will be extremely simple. It will be hella basic, and that's all I can muster up today, guys. I ain't got nothing else. Next, I'm gonna take Dark Forest. Really beautiful chocolate brown shade. Gonna put that into the outer V, blending it into the first shade. We're gonna, you know, very, very simple, typical look, and we're only going to use 2 mattes for this one. Oh, these blend like a dream. Now for shimmers, I want to go in with this one first, and then, so this deep kind of neutral shimmer, then this lighter one. The first one is called First Gift. Like, it's neutral leaning cool toned. Oh, that's pretty. And I'm going in with a brush, which is not typical for me. You guys know I love to use my finger to get some good opacity, but I've always had really good experiences using just the brush with Nomad shadows. Can I be somebody you want to? Then flipping the brush over, I'm gonna go into the lighter shimmer. This is Mr. C. Oh, It's showing up more like a topper than anything else. Hold on. It definitely has less of a base to it, but going in with a finger I think helps.
I wonder if I changed my number, would you wanna know? It's the coldest kind of comfort.
That's it. That's the look. That's all I got today, y'all. It's literally all I can muster up. So, you guys see what I'm going for? Let me clean this up, come back and show you guys the final look.
Color, crazy how fast it fades. Can't call you up when it's late at night. Can't call it love, but at least we tried. Can't call you a friend when I'm in my head on.
Okay, let's get started on look number 2. Honestly, I'm still gonna use the neutral matte, but I just want to go in with this multi-chrome shade in the center here. I'm not gonna play any blues. I'm not feeling really blue today, even though I am wearing blue, but it is what it is. So I'm just gonna take that first shade, Hot Cocoa, again. And we're gonna put that into the crease as our transition shade.
Silence in between. One more awkward.
And I'm gonna keep that into like the outer half of the eye. So I might take a little bit of one of the blue mattes.
Can we fix this if we get out of our own way? Can't call you up when it's late at night. Can't call it love, but at least.
Then I'm gonna take a little bit of this blue shade. It's called Desert of Ice. Really beautiful. I'm gonna put that into the front half of the eye.
Don't know what to call you if I can't call you mine.
And then for the last matte, I'm going into Dark Forest. That is that chocolate brown again. And I'm going to put that into the outer V.
I can't call it love, but at least we tried. Can't call you a friend when I'm in my head on a downhill dive. Can't call you cruel for changing your mind.
And again, keeping it super simple, I just want to go in with this shade. It's a beautiful blue purple multi-chrome, and I'm just going to put that all over the lid.
I wonder if I changed my number, would you wanna know? It's the coldest kind of comfort that we could talk, but we don't.
Okay, you guys see the vision? I'm gonna go clean this up and then I'll be back to show you the final face.
Color, crazy how fast it fades. Can't call you up when it's late at night. Can't call it love, but at least we tried. Can't call you.
Okay, this is the final look. She's quick, she's easy, she's simple. She's not too over the top, she's not too bold. I really like this. I love how this turned out. All right, so let's just quickly wrap this up with my final thoughts on the palette. And you guys saw I did not use a ton of the shades, but I'm very familiar with the Nomad Cosmetics formula, so I'm just gonna give you my thoughts based on that. So the Polar Express palette, I think that this is really cute. I actually also think that this is also super appropriate for the season. We are getting into that winter / Christmassy season, so I feel like when you look at this sort of half of the palette, or I guess 2/3 of the palette, these 6 shades give you that nice sort of icy, wintry, snowy kind of color story that you expect for the winter months. But then we have on this side a little bit of warmth, and these are sort of the red shades that you get for like the Christmas season. So I think in terms of like the theme, Nomad does it again. It's absolutely beautiful. Now, per usual, I love the way the mattes perform. They're really pigmented, they blend really well, build really well, had no issue with it. The shimmers in this palette are the same Nomad shimmers that I expect and love. They are pretty light, at least the ones that I've used, in terms of it's not crazy sparkle, so that they're a little bit more subtle, a little bit more wearable than usual, especially this multi-chrome shade. This is so finely milled, and this is something that I would wear more than like some of the kind of bold multi-chromes that are out there on the market. And that's what I like about Nomad Cosmetics, is that they do multi-chromes, but they don't do it in the like insanely pigmented, bold, shifty way. It's a little bit more subtle, a little bit more wearable if you are not as comfortable wearing some of those like bolder shades out in public. But I really like this. I also think that this is actually a really good companion to the palette that came out right before this one, and that is the Speakeasy palette. So I do think that both of these tend to lean a little bit more neutral. I like to call them spicy neutrals. This one I think gives us a little bit more warmth and definitely feels more fall, more autumnal. And this one is a little bit cooler. Even though we have these sort of red shades here, I do think that the mattes that they chose still lean a little bit cooler toned. So I feel like really good companion palettes because you have the warmth and then you have the sort of like cool toned version. So if you were in the market for a new palette, I would definitely recommend, you know, this is one to check out. Nomad Cosmetics does remain one of the more affordable indie brands out there. We are also coming up to Black Friday, so chances are you might be able to get this on a sale. I should have said this at the top as well, but if you do pick it up, make sure you use my code Jamila. It will save you 10%. I will get a small commission off of it, which is always so appreciated because it goes back into this channel. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Let me know if you picked this up. It is available now. I know my video is late. Don't judge me. But let me know if you picked it up or if you're planning to pick it up down in the comments below. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you so much more than you know, and I'll catch you in my next one. Bye, guys.